Oh, my microphone isn't on. Hello, can you hear me? I think you should be able to hear me now. My microphone wasn't on before. That's fine. I know I've already been live today, and I know that I didn't even need to say that, as I could have just continued doing what I'm doing. Okay, this is like fairly real time. I partly like wanted to, so I'm using OBS virtual camera um, instead of streaming from OBS. And I just kind of sort of wanted to see what this is like because I noticed when I use Logitech Capture, Reem, hey Reem, oh I feel honored. You could have cut. You didn't have to. Well, I guess you never have to be here, so thank you. I feel like these are starting to bow a little bit. Maybe if I shuffle them this way. Oh, look at me acting like I know how to shuffle. Welcome. Um, I could flip it, but it's fine because I think. Yeah, if I flip it vertically, then the text appears backwards. Ah, thank you. That's sweet. There's a lot of good stuff on Netflix, so I'm honored. So yesterday, I had a lot of time to think in the car as I was not talking to my grandfather. We were kind of riding in silence for a little bit on the way there. Um, hey, Sil Monte de Oca, Sil Monte, Monte. Hey, Sil, how are you doing? You watch nearly everything on Netflix. You should watch. So I feel like somebody was talking about Westworld not too long ago. I was like, what? Humans was a really good show. I don't know if it's on Netflix, but I we still need to play something on PlayStation, girl. I just started playing Dragon Nest again with my bestie. Um, so I was in the car and I was thinking about nine realms, nine dimensions, whatever, and using cards to sort of get a primary. Did I tell you I was looking for Ghost of Tsushima? But the only one I saw in the PlayStation Store was the pre-order for the director's cut that's coming out in like 5 days. Because I had a 15% off boost on Cash App for the PlayStation Store, and I was like, oh, I can get Ghost of Tsushima, but that didn't happen. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use this one deck to look at. It's not necessarily the nine realms. It's just like the sort of state of things. I'm gonna ask Siri, my favorite virtual assistant, Eve. Hey, yeah, that's what I was like. What? But maybe since that's the case, I can like go to Walmart and the original would be like $20. um, but I started watching your Ice Dragon video, Eve. But I was like falling asleep no matter what, and I was like, I should go live because that's how my brain works. Hey, Holly. And so I'm going to ask Siri to choose a random number between 1 and a billion, between 0 and a billion. If it's a billion, it's like above us. If it's 0, I don't even know. And any number between there will sort of give us the state of whatever. Um, so from 1 to 9, and whatever number of digits comes out, I'll just do it because my brain is like not even here to explain. So take it as it resonates, as always, and let's just start it. Hey Siri, choose a random number between 0 and 1 billion.
A random number between 0 and 1 times 1 billion is 106,670,601.
Oh, that's a lot. So realms, and so I'm going from left to right with the digit being the number, right? So in the first realm, it's a one. Third realm is a six. Fifth realm is a seven. The sixth and seventh realms are both sixes, and the ninth realm is also a one. It's funny that it's 106, 607, 601. Between the 106 and the 601, there's like a mirrored frequency there. Ah! I could go live drink. Oh, snap. I'm going to. You've inspired me, Eve. Oh, where's my rum chata? I'm going to drink my little thing of rum chata. If I can find it. Hello? Oh, it's right here. I found it. Cheers. I feel like I've been rediscovering the joy of alcohol. That makes sense. It's not rum chata limon. The rum chata limon was so good. It tasted like a lemon ice cream. Always drink responsibly, whatever the age of legal drinking is in your country. Ooh. Ooh, this is extra cinnamony today. Extra cinnamony. Okay. The 106-601 is really interesting. Yes, that's what it tasted like. It was so good, Eve. It was so good. I said, this kind of alcohol is dangerous. You drink it because it's tasty and then you get messed up. Okay, anyway. Oh. The Fool, the Emperor, and the Empress. With the two of coins at the bottom of the deck, excuse me? This feels like it's this balanced masculine feminine energy. Hello? What just happened? The power of rum chata brings the Emperor and the Empress together. This is interesting. What is happening? Yeah, I think you said 1 or 2 layers or something like that. Was that in the title? I gotta watch it again. The most interesting thing here is that the Emperor is like between two worlds almost. Wait, girl. Hello, I thought this was. See, this thing, it be messed with my eyes. Because when I held up the other card, wasn't it spelled out correctly? But that can get too much. I love too much. It's like the definition of me. I'm just playing. It's interesting. Okay. It feels like the Emperor is keeping something apart. And the Empress is bringing something together. It's like the Emperor holds them apart. The Empress, you can see she's like, there we go. This feels like a perfect distance type of thing. It feels like there's something about magnetism. Hey, Steph, you made it. How you doing? I don't think they're working against each other, though. It doesn't feel like they were working against each other. It feels like they're learning to work together, maybe. Ooh, I like that, Reem. I like that. The Emperor is holding something apart for the Empress to bring it into that space. I like that. Maybe something brand new. Maybe they're birthing a baby. Thank you again, Steph, for the gift. I love them. I love them. So let's go. Where did that put that number? So for the first round number one. Wait, I'm gonna shuffle this up. So I'm gonna look for the first one, and that's gonna be this, right? It can be an ace, it can be a magician, or anything that simplifies to a 1. So like it can also be a 10, right? And it's the magician. Okay. The magician has been coming out fairly frequently. This is the 1. The 3 is a 6. 18 is a 9. 9, 0, 2, 8. That's 17. 5. Where's the 6? Hello? The 6 of swords, which we've also seen. I'll go down to the comments in a second. Should I do it this way? I'll do it this way. Can I pin this? Would this help me? Can I see what's pinned? No. Darn it. Okay. The next one is a 7. I hope the packing is going smoothly, Steph. 13, 4, 7. The 7 of swords. This 7, I promise I see the 7 of swords in this deck so often. The next one is a 6. And then it's followed by a 6. And then a 1. Okay, sure. Clarifying this. Because there's a 0 here? No, it's not actually. So I'm looking for a 6. This is gonna take some time. If I would have recorded this, I could have just edited this part. I'm still like working out in my mind exactly how this works, by the way. Oh wait, this is it. 15 is a 6. No, this is 16. That's a 7. Psych. Oh, 6 of wands. 6 of wands and 6 of cups. I got both of them. So I'll just take both. Oop. Because I was a little slow on the uptake. I am going to do 9 realms because I'm feeling it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the Norse Divination cards, the book from that box, and I'm just going to, however they list out the realms, I'm going to follow. And then we'll see what's happening. This is going to be one of those real take it as it resonates for funsies types of things. Oh, look. The 4 and the 6 of coins. Okay. So looking for a 1. 11 is a 2. Oh, I can see the pinned message now. All right, it just took a second. I love these too. Okay, let me read. No problem, Evening Sky. No problem, Steph. They were a little interesting, but I'm glad they could help in some way. Looking for a one. The Ace of Swords. Of course it would be the Ace of Swords. Why wouldn't it be? That's another card that comes out so frequently. So the Knight of Cups is at the bottom of one, and the King of Cups. This King of Cups comes out like constantly in this deck. Constantly. It's reassuring. I don't necessarily like giving heavy messages. In the moment, it's like I don't mind it, I guess, but I wish everything was as bright and bubbly as always, as like just like as the next guy. My little 100 mils of rum chata is gone. So let's see if I can't. Do we go this way, this way, this way, this way? Boom. Well, it's the Ace of Swords. There we go. There we go. There we go. Ish. Oof, this got tilted. So we got the Knight of Cups on one side and the King of Cups on the other side. This way. There we go. Oh my gosh, this is difficult. Yeah, I'm like, what the? And then in the Tarot Apocalypsis, the King of Cups was flipped over. I honestly did not expect for this to give me a number that was so high. I thought it would be like a 3 or 4 digit number, and then there would just be like realms 5 through 9 that we knew nothing about. But that didn't happen, so it's fine. The only realm where we know nothing is the 2nd, the 8th, and the 6th. And let's see. I'm gonna find a list where it's numbered. The feather. Moose. Oh. Oh, that's like fur or Milner. I don't know. Anyway, sorry. The spread of the Yggdrasil tree. The placements. Order of placement. This is the one I'm going with. So this order of placement, this is what I'm using. So number 1 is Ausgurther, the world of gods, the top branches. Okay, it's the world of gods, the seeker's main aspiration, and it's the magician. So here it's not surprising. Our main inspiration is to be those who are capable of sort of creating and handling their own reality in a way. Right? That's what spirituality is, right? I also love, like, there's this fire air balance that's horizontal, and then there's a vertical water earth balance. So this sets the axis. It does feel like there's a lack of dimension here. And this would be 1D, so that's accurate. It's very like singular point energy. Number 3 is Alfheimr. And Alfheimr, the land of elves, is coming out with the 6 of Swords. This feels like it's withholding, though, actually. This is also interesting because in the Lord of the Rings, only the elves could like enter their land, right? Because the world was curved for everyone else. And so an elf had to take you on some magical boat. They took Frodo. There's an energy of a drachma here. It feels like Charon in a way. And this is sitting in the 3 at the gateway to the 4. I made a mistake. Wow. I'm looking at this number again. It's 10667. I doubled up the 6s after the 7. So we're going to read this the other way. Because this is 10667,601. I'm going to read this the other way. Wow, I can't believe that. I can't believe that. This is that the end is at the beginning and the beginning is at the end type. But like the 106 and the 601, again, they mirror each other. So now Ausgarther is sitting, there's the right reversing. Now that's sitting with the Ace of Swords. It feels like there's a gap in the blade of the sword. And it feels like, it honestly feels like this sword is a key of swords. I kind of love this for Ausgarther. Because it's an energy that's not, it's not grounded, right? We got upper chest, shoulders, and a head. There's no arms, there's no legs, there's like the rest of the torso is gone. And it feels beyond. It feels like there's nothing really anchoring it to Midgard. And Midgard is realm number 5. So let's go right to Midgard because I'm feeling it. Midgard is the 7. So Midgard is the 7 of swords and the 10 of swords. The 10 numerologically is the same as the 1. This is weird. This just got weird. See, this is... Oh, look, we got the moon in Aquarius and the sun in Gemini. So that's the sun-moon trine. But there's no balance here. Or the emphasis is not on balance because Libra isn't here. I feel like that's why this energy is really weird right here. This isn't like a good weird, though. This is like a creepy weird dream. This feels like energy that it feels like information that should be available to everyone, but it's hidden behind like rituals and secret thingies. Like It feels like there's some like carving of the back that's done here to get someone to be in a position to like get this information. It feels very like an initiatory and ritualistic in um, it feels very initiatory and ritualistic in not great ways. And then with the Seven of Swords, it takes something from you. Yeah. Eve. I'm like, ew, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. It's all ritualistic and like, it's just like, and again, it's like, it's not even complete though. Is Muspelheim represented here? Muspelheim is 9. Muspelheim is number 1. This is the magician. Yeah, see, this is some weird secret pacty knowledge, not even giving you all the information thing to combat like an actual magician. The reason why I went looking for Muspelheim is because mortals are sent to Asgard and Valhalla to await the battle with Muspelheim in Ragnarok, right? This is what they're fighting against. This is that weird stuff. Oh gosh. Ew. Ew. It will be. Reem. It feels like this is like old stuff. This is old paradigm. This is the things that we used to have to do to get this knowledge, right? Because it wasn't grounded. It didn't have any legs. Ooh. Is my camera gonna focus? Hello? Why is this not focused? I don't know. Are you going to focus, sir? I didn't want to do no. I know. I'm like, ew. Ew. I don't know if the ick parts are 0 or if the zeros are inaccessible because of how we currently engage this energy. Because what is that? So number 2 is hell. Number 8 is Dvergheimer. And number 6 is Niflheim. So hell, Niflheim, and Dvergheimer are inaccessible. I don't know. Well, you meant discern? The more we discern in the sin, 3D keeps trying to pull us away from our path. Yeah. Right, Reem? That's I don't have any more Rumchata. I don't have any more. It's fine. See, yeah, this and it feels like the things that we give up, the things that we sacrifice in the past, it feels like there's a 5 of Cups, the grotesque energy here. The 2 swords that remain are the same as the 2 swords that remain. Hey, Amy. Oof, girl, Amy, this might not have been the live to catch. But we'll see. We'll see. It's fine. Hey, the camera focused. Thank you, Eve. I need it. The 2 swords that remain, it's the same as the 2 cups that remain. It's the things that make us the most unique and the most magical. but they're still there. The good thing is that they're still there. There may just be a fair amount of backtracking that we have to do. And it reminds me of the spiritual cul-de-sac a little bit. Because it's like it feels like we sacrifice a lot to get these seven swords that, like, maybe some of what they have is whatever. But, man. Oh, I forgot about the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups. I feel like the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups outside of this, and I love that the Knight of Cups is above this Ace of Swords. This is a very fluid spirituality. This is a very natural flow. This is what these last two swords, like, this is the journey that they take you on to, like, naturally discover these magics in a way, to naturally find this information, and to do it in a very sort of like real and a very practical and a very earthly way, rather than this purely sort of swordsy mental way. Because this feels like something that someone can control. And so, when you listen to them, they give you like breadcrumbs, and when you don't get anything. I don't know. It's a very weird energy. But there's a very sort of natural path that exists like above all of this. And it's just, following your intuition, following spirit, living, learning, laughing, loving, and then sort of reaching this point. So next is the double sixes in realm 3 and 4. So Alfheimer and Sports of Hamer. And I love it. I love this. I love that Alfheimer and Sports of Hamer came out with the same. Alfheimer is the world of the light elves. Svartalfheimr is the world of the dark elves. The light and the dark are balanced at the six, right? The Six of Wands, the Six of Cups. It feels like there's this thing going on in Svartalfheimr, the realm of the dark elves, where this honestly feels like an energy of it feels like a new leadership energy. I'll just say that. The world of the light elves with the Six of Cups, it feels like they're sort of going back to how things were. Oh, look at these little purple flowers. I've been seeing little purple flowers everywhere. Anyway. The square root of infinity is what? Infinity? I don't know. It feels like the light is able to recall. The dark has to come into that space again. This is something that has to be done in order for this balance to be sort of restored and resolved. This is something that has to just be remembered. It's like the world of the light elves, like they have to be open to it. The world of the dark elves have a lot of stuff to undo and redo. The Six of Coins and the Four of Coins are here, and they both straddle the five. This is interesting. I have no clue, Holly. The Knight of Wands in this deck, this is the box. It's on the book. It's this dude. It's a knight on a little dragon thing. That's what the Knight of Wands looks like. Yeah. It feels like the light remembers. Honestly, this reminds me of the story with was it the Snow Queen? It's maybe Dutch. I don't know the origins. But it's the one with like the Snow Queen who puts the like the tiny shards of glass or something, and it went into the boy's eye, and then it started to freeze his heart, and he changed, and the little girl like brought summer to him or something like that. I don't know why. There's something here that I don't quite understand though. It feels like the light elves are balancing 3 and 3, but the dark elves are withholding 4. This feels like it's connected to this Ten of Swords. So this is a past dynamic. In the past, it's like one side is overly giving, the other side is withholding everything. It's like this side is stockpiling rather than participating. And then 3 and 4, Alfheimer, Svartalfheimer. 5, 6, 7. Realm 7 is Jotunheimer. And Jotunheimer is also coming out with the 6, and it's the 6 of Swords. The giants and the elves are all sitting at a 6 energy, which is interesting. The only fixed sign that's absent is who? Leo. It's here. Oh, they're all here. 6 of Wands, 6 of Cups, 6 of Coins, 6 of Swords. There are no major arcana 6s here. So no lovers and no devil. No 6, no 15. That's interesting. Well, I guess like I only got one major arcana card, so. Hey, Sanam. Oh, I love that y'all are excited for this, and I'm just like, nah, I don't even want to be here anymore. It's fine. It feels like this is the new dynamic. The new dynamic, it's the 6 of Cups, 6 of Wands, 6 of Swords. And all of these energies move forward to interact with a new Midgard that isn't represented here because this Midgard is dominated by Alfheimer. Alsgarther. It's dominated by Asgard. So where these energies are going, it's probably up here. This is how we get there to meet them in this King of Cups sort of space. But welcome. I'm glad that you're here. And so as far as what the dark was withholding, and look, it's Sun and Capricorn, Moon and Taurus. It feels like the Sun and Capricorn, it's an energy of illuminating base things, the foundation. With the Moon and Taurus, the Moon is exalted in Taurus. It feels like in Taurus, the moon doesn't want to deal with anything that the moon doesn't want to deal with. It feels like the dark is telling the light that it needs four. I need four, but it's only willing to give three and not a penny more. Also, there's a Libra here for some reason. I don't know why Libra is here, but it's the masculine side of. Here's the missing Libra, right? Because it was Aquarius and Gemini. Here's Libra. What is this? What is this? Because there's no balance here, it's like there was nothing to necessarily stop anyone from going too far. This is a controlled justice. That's what this is. It's like it's an energy of because all of this is about control. And it's designed to combat this natural magician magic energy. When you control the law, you get to set what's right and what's wrong. That's why the dark is always in deficit. It feels like the dark isn't even necessarily wrong here. The dark is coming out with the energy of the sun. The light is coming out with the energy of the moon. It's controlled. This is a controlled justice. And it's just like I said here, it's like when you can fix the outcome, when you can fix the results, you can convince anybody of anything. You can convince a lot of people of anything, right? It's like if every time someone says moo, you give them $500, then you'd have a whole bunch of people walking around saying moo. And as long as you honor that by giving them $500, they'll make the correlation. And I know that's a really silly example, but justice is fixed. Not absolute justice, right? Not major arcana justice. Not major arcana justice at all. And the Six of Coins it can be my minor arcana justice card. This is fixed. It's a rigged system. That's why there's no Libra here. And that's why Libra is in the hands of this energy that sees that four is needed here, but will only give three. And then it's like, well, what are you going to do for the other one? Oh my gosh. You feel like there's a rune hiding somewhere? The diamond symbol on what stone? The Ganunga Gap? The void? Where's the stone? Where's my golden thread rune deck, Russell? I'm just playing. It's in the Seven of Swords. Oh, hold it. Like this one up here? Or is it somewhere else? Because now I gotta find it. And it's super interesting that like there's this like sun and moon and stars garb get up that the thief is wearing. Or the sun, yeah, the sun, the moon, there's like a star right there. Oh. And the diamonds refer back to the pentacles. Six of Pentacles, justice, controlled. Oof. I want to pick another number now. Well, let's look for it. Let's look for it. I'm just playing. I'm kidding. Hey Siri, choose a random number between 0 and 1 billion.
A random number between 0 and 1 times 1 billion is 848,848,718.
Oh my gosh, look at that. 848,848,817 or 718. 848,848,718. Oh goodness. Oof, well, anyway. There's a lot of 8s here. I'm not. Again, like I didn't expect for it to give me numbers that were so high. I thought I was gonna get like a 5,042. Am I gonna look for them? No. We're just gonna look at how they're different. Can we do that without cards? Why did I do this? Add them together. Cindy math? So that's... Oh, snap. 2 4s to make an 8, 7, 1 to make another 8. In Cindy math, this is a bunch of 8s. That's 8 times 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 times 7 is, girl, math, 40, 48. Hey Siri, what is 8 times 7?
8 times 7 is 56.
56? Oof. 56 is an 11. What's 48? That's 6 times 8. 8 times 6 is 48. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And I was like, yeah, 48 plus 8, that's 64. Girl, that's where my brain is. Because I know 8 times 8 is 64. There's a lot. Yeah. Anyway. What is this? So in Cindy math, oh, the first one is 3 7s in Cindy math. 106. No, it's not. It's 3 7s and a 6. Because the 1 and the 6 is a 7. The 6 and the 1 is a 7, and then there's a natural 7. I wonder if that's the same. Hey Siri, what is 8 plus 4 plus 8 plus 8 plus 4 plus 8 plus 7 plus 1 plus 8?
8 plus 4 plus 8 plus 8 plus 4 plus 8 plus 7 plus 1 plus 8 is 56.
Yeah, it's the same number. Hey Siri, what is 1 plus 6 plus 6 plus 7 plus 6 plus 1?
1 plus 6 plus 6 plus 7 plus 6 plus 1 is 27.
27, which is a 9, as compared to a 56, which is an 11. Hey Siri, what is 56 minus 27?
56 minus 27 is 29.
29, which is an 11. So the difference between 9 and 11 is 11. Justice came out here. And I was like, oh, that's like 2 1s. But I was like, no, that's a 2. I don't know. I'm not going to take it that deep. I tried. It doesn't feel like it resonates. I mean, it's not without whatever, but right? I mean, I'll probably be doing a lot more math here soon. So thank you for the math lesson, girl. I'm going to review my times tables. This is why the dark gets dark. Oh, well, if you want to talk about diamonds, there are 5 diamonds here. That's 5 Ganunga gaps. What is, oh my gosh. Look at that. It feels like, so these 4 pentacles, these 4 coins correspond to these 4 diamonds. This diamond doesn't have anything associated with it besides this like headband thingy, but I don't think it's that. What's interesting though is that like we have this diamond up here and this red diamond there. This isn't, it feels like this energy is like something has been taken. And again, it's another sun moon energy. Oh, you can't see it. It's another sun moon energy. You still can't see it. LOL. There you go. Black diamond is a thing. Hey Siri, what is a black diamond? Or what is black diamond?
Janet Tamia Jo Jackson is an American singer, songwriter,
What?
actress, and dancer. She is noted for her innovative, socially
Janet
conscious, and
Jackson?
sexually provocative records, as well as
Hello?
elaborate stage shows.
Girl, okay, Siri. Siri said I'm on break. Siri said my brain hurt. Welcome to Quantum Physics 101. I don't know. It's also fitting because this is Earth heavy. Like old Earth epoch, Earth heavy. But besides this, it's like air, 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 air. Or Mercury, which is airy in nature. I'd say Mercury is more airy than earthy. Right? Her brother did sing Man in the Mirror. Oh, maybe. Eve. There's something here that the dark elves reclaim for themselves. It feels like the light didn't give it. And so they went out and they got it another way. This is an uncompromising energy. This is an energy that doesn't compromise. And so what they do is they end up finding something that can't be taken. The the 6 of Pentacles giveth, and the 6 of Pentacles taketh away. This 6 of Pentacles, in particular, feels very manipulative that way. That's the shadow side of Taurus energy, where it can like feel like it owns. It owns like people. Like you owe me, I own you, type of energy. And maybe this energy knew it would be like that. So it went out and it discovered something for itself. It built on its own. This becomes a 10 between the 4 and the 6. This is a 12. I watched The Lord of the Rings, Eve, but not like that. So, so there's this the light and the dark are working out their relationship. The light elves and the dark elves are working out their relationship. What have the giants been up to? Let's look at the giants. So the giants went from a 6 to an 8, I think. Where did that number go? They went from a 6 to a 7. So let's see who the next 7 is. The 7 of coins. Okay. Let's see what happened here. What was that? Alfheimer? No, Alfheimer is here. This is Muspelheimer. Muspelheimer went from a 1 to an 8. So the next 8, even though the 8 of coins is here, so I could take it because I already see it. So I don't have to go looking for it. I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to see what's here because to give a card in every row. So that went from a 1. I think that also went to an 8. Yeah, that also went from a 1 to an 8. It's interesting that they sort of like, I don't know, they did that both times. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe not, maybe not. Strength. This reminds me of the story of the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles, it holds a story of a tree that can give anything. And it's the heart of the person that determines whether or not the tree will bear fruit. So the Page of Pentacles, because she's young and naive, or he is young and naive, because they are young and naive, they give to anyone who asks. And one day, it's noticed that they've been giving. And so the King and the Queen of Pentacles, it read like the Queen. The Queen of Pentacles has a conversation with the Princess of Pentacles, or the Page of Pentacles, and tells her the nature of the tree. Now, she doesn't believe that, and it was like this Six of Swords, old man energy. He was like, oh, I'm old and feeble, and I can't reach up to the branches to pick my own fruit. Can be a deer and pick it for me. And she doesn't, right? Because she's nice and she doesn't know better. So she doesn't want to believe that he was the type of person to take advantage of her because he seemed really nice. One day, the King of Pentacles is outside. And, the Seven of Swords dude comes up and asks for fruit from the tree. And the King of Pentacles is like, you can take fruit yourself, but I will not give it because that's not how this tree works. Well, he didn't say that. He was just like, you can pick it yourself, but I won't give it to you. And then the old man comes up with some excuse, some reason. And the King of Pentacles recognizes the Seven of Swords old man. Because that Seven of Swords old man went to the King of Pentacles when the King of Pentacles was the Page of Pentacles. And it's like, you're still at this? You still haven't learned to, like, cultivate your own or pick your own, or you still haven't changed to pick for yourself. And then one day, the the Page of Pentacles is outside, and the old man comes and he hits her with an excuse, and she hits him with an excuse. Oh, I have to go. And he's like, oh, well, let me. And she said no. And then she finds out that he can't pick from the tree. And it reminds me of this card because the baskets are empty and the tree is full. It is profuse with coins. This is a tree that is profuse with coins. Shout out to Russell and the Figs. And so from the Six of Swords to the Seven of Pentacles, it feels like there's been some kind of, in the realm of giants, there's been some kind of maturation. It feels like there is movement here, but it's not going to give to any who are undeserving. It's not going to participate. Because there's something about cultivating relations. And honestly, also the entitlement of humanity. Muspelheim is coming out with the Eight of Coins now. This is interesting. This is really interesting. It feels like Muspelheim has found a way to, like, manufacture coins in a way. It's like they've shortcutted the process. They're experiencing some kind of increase, some kind of advancement, some kind of progress. So the giants are no longer as freely giving. And yeah, because Muspelheim, they're fire giants, right? It feels like something has gotten easier in a way. But it also makes sense because it feels like with this magician energy, and look, it's the same focus. So the same thing, it feels like this is a natural, like this is a exponential growth of this energy. So the focus that used to be in the hand, that used to set all this stuff to work, now it can be placed in this contraption, and it can spit out these pentacles rather than having to do all of this air, fire, water balance to get a pentacle to drop out. That's what this feels like now. This is some air, water, fire alchemy to make some kind of change on Earth. And it used to be a very sort of like tedious process, but it's been automated in some way. And it's like, because as we learn and as we grow, things get easier, things get simpler, and then we start to innovate. Now, would this be an Asgard there? Or Asgard? Yeah, this energy is still weird. Yeah. Upgrades, evolutions, revolutions, exponential. And it's interesting because there are a lot of energies of like returns, the return of old magics, the return of old information. But it feels like these energies, while they've been absent here, they've continued to grow and expand and increase. And so there's this, it's a semi-narcissistic energy. Give me a second, Steph, and then I'll then we'll see. It's this energy that's like you asked for 4 coins in the past, so here are 4 coins. But there's been an explosion of self-worth, self-love, self-everything over here. And so the price has increased. You're not gonna come into this with what you should have done in the first place. It's not gonna work like that. Because these have continued, although they may not have had a foothold and a presence here, they've continued to expand and grow. And unfortunately, it feels like this is still an energy that's set on taking. It's like, well, we had this tiger. We got tiger to get you, then you better give us your fancy machines and give us the fruit of these trees. It's like, okay, so you really haven't changed. Gotcha. So honestly, like I feel like this could apply anywhere, right? There's something that is very aligned in its purpose here. There's something here that wishes to sort of attain the same. But again, it doesn't have any real ability to ground itself in any way. And so it does sort of like shady. It feels like it gets other people to do what it can't do in itself, or it tries to get other people to take from this in a way. And those who buy into it end up suffering, honestly. Meanwhile, over here, here's this completely different dynamic between the light and the dark, where the dark has sort of been demonized in a way that we don't actually take care of it. We don't actually handle it. If you see people hurting, you soothe them, right? If you see, it's like how we can, right? And it's only in this cycle, but it feels like how it's just this energy of like instead of actually making anything any better, we pass laws to make things worse for people who can barely do already. We make their lives even harder, right? And then it becomes this very like, well, I played the game and I'm winning, so you should play the game and give up and sacrifice and be just as whatever as I am. But there's something that this energy claims for itself that can't be taken. And now it's interesting because it feels like this energy comes into a maturity because it's had to. This energy discovers how like infantile it actually is. because it never had to grow, it never had to develop. And then it's like, while we've been so worried and concerned about whatever these are doing, and as we've been buying into whatever we've been buying into, these energies and greater ones have been continuously developing and moving forward. This is what is felt when you tap into the Knight of Cups and it leads you to the King of Cups. How it's still growing, how it's still changed, how it's like gone through massive development. It's not really a secret, but it's like, if we could see what was happening over here, we wouldn't be buying into this. And that's where the control of the narrative, that's where the control of the systems, that's where the control of justice comes in. And so wherever it fits or wherever it applies for you, that's the breakdown. Wow. Oof. This deck. I feel like these cards I've been getting lately. It's like, goodness. So the realms that we didn't see, or the realms that we couldn't see. Let me scroll back up. So the 0 is a 4. I'm going to shuffle these up. And I'm going to shuffle. I'll leave these. I'll shuffle up the rest. One of the zeros became a 4. Another one of the zeros became an 8. And the third 0 became a 1. Oof. That's it. So I'm looking for a 4, an 8, and a 1. Well, here's the 8, the 8 of Wands. And this was sitting here between 7 and 6. So this is sitting here. What did I say? A 4, an 8, and a 1? Yes. Oh, that's another 8. Then you can look at some of the cards as I do this. Here's the 4. 4 of Cups. How fitting. Here. And I need the 1. Ten of Cups goes here. Right, between the 7 and the 6 is an 8. Between the 6 and the 1 is a 10. 8 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, and the King of Swords at the bottom of the other one. This is a very astral looking 8 of Cups. Hold up, wait, let me go back to the bottom. What is this? All right, have a good night, Reem. I don't have any Angel Oracle cards, Holly. Sorry. 8 of Cups and the King of Swords. So the first thing I noticed is that with this Eight of Wands energy, it's quick. It feels like this separation it makes sense. The more we buy into this energy and the more we continue down its path, the further we get from whatever this is, because we become more and more this. And again, this energy cannot take this. This energy is always refused by, and this is Asgard, this is Jotunheimer, right? And the gods and the giants had a very interesting history in Norse mythology, right? And so as we buy it more into this agenda, it separates us from this natural sort of abundance in a way, whatever way this is. And it feels like it happens at a faster and faster sort of pace, which is interesting because, again, the emperor was keeping things apart, I guess. Meanwhile, over here, between Muspelheimer and Jotunheimer, both of the energies that this one works against, there's this like 10 of cups, like this boom. There's a very sort of shared energy here too. It feels like there's a lot of peace here. There's a lot of harmony here. And it makes sense. And it's a peace and harmony that this energy isn't invited to, but it's through virtue of what this energy is. It's like it's an energy that doesn't align to peace or harmony. And then that's coming up with the Four of Cups. Because it only sees, it only notices what it does not have. That's why it's never able to feel content. It's never contented because it's always looking at something else, always looking at someone else. Meanwhile, this energy over here is just like flourishing. And it feels like a spoilage that happens inside. Oof! Aries, Cancer, Capricorn. Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Virgo, Taurus. Where's Pisces? Where is Pisces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow, okay. So Pisces is the only zodiac sign that isn't on that golden sort of snake in this death card, or whatever that is. Or maybe I'm just not seeing it. Pisces isn't here. And this is Mars in Pisces, which is interesting, I guess. Death. Oof. Oh, look at the bottom of the deck, though. Maybe this is where Pisces is, and the Ten of Pentacles. Let's go. See, but there's something very natural about this. It's related to this energy. This is an energy that won't even give like one of these overly ripe pinnacles. Meanwhile, over here, it's being invited into the whole like kingdom. And again, it's a space that is observed. It's a space that is protected. And it's being welcomed in to an overflow of abundance. And it feels like it's something that we allow when we aren't overly comparing ourselves. This is an energy that would never be satiated, because again, it doesn't look at what it has, it only looks at what other people have or what it doesn't have. Dude looks like Edgar Allan Poe. He looks like something out of an Edgar Allan Poe story. It's a 13-4. And we had a second 4 in that number. There were 2 4s. Where was the other one? The other 4 was between, it was 3, 5. It was the 5th one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. It was here. Right? And it's fitting. This 7 of Swords becomes death. It's transformed. It no longer plays into this energy. I love that. And it feels like it takes a while before it's like we start noticing that this energy doesn't actually, it's like it doesn't give anything of substance. You eat its food, but you still waste away as if you're being starved. And then you wisen up, right? You listen to that voice that the Knight of Cups is guided by, and it guides you to your own 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, King of Cups, all that stuff, right? That 7 became a 4. And it's a 13-4. It exists outside of the 12 system. 6 and 6, 12 here. So that's what I got. Take it as it resonates. Take it as it resonates. Ooh, Page of Cups, though. Okay. I did, Eve. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Goodness. So it's definitely shifting. It's definitely changing, but the shift and the change, it lies within us. Good night, Amy. No problem. So one final card from this, please. And then I'm going to finish watching that Ice Dragon video. I woke up a little bit. Like watching videos, I was like falling asleep. I'm trying to stay up to practice. Final card, please. Final card, please. We're going to just go with this one. Ew! Oh, the 7 of Cups and the Hanged Man. Darn it. I don't want it. This is for y'all. So whatever you get from this, it's for you. That's it. That's the end. I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I've 7 of Cups keeps popping up, and it's related to the areas in which we just aren't able to be fulfilled. And because we're not able to be fulfilled in those areas, we play into the hands of these other energies that can't be fulfilled either. And it's like that's the thing that has in common. That's the thing that we have in common with it. It's the leash that binds us to it. And we keep buying into hollow promises, maybe. I think we're getting there though. Because again, it's like once you reach a certain point, and this gosh darn Seven of Swords again. Seven of Swords, Seven of Cups. Ooh, the wheel is over here though. It's like the wheel moves when we decide to move it. It changes when we decide to change. And we have that gift, we have that power, we have that ability. I feel like we're recognizing now more than ever that which we don't want to continue to experience and that which may not necessarily benefit us as much as it would market itself to. So it's me deciding what shampoo to buy. Oh gosh. Oh, I need to put this back. All right, so I hope you have a good whatever. Whenever you see this, I hope you're acting in alignment to make all that you wish to experience your reality, and I hope that whatever you need along your journey way path, you find it. And if there's something difficult that you have to do, I wish you all the best in your doing of it. So, is that a tear? No, it's not. I was like, did I just like, did something just precipitate at the corner of my eye? Hello? No problem. You're welcome. You're welcome. Love you. Good night.